Good morning, everybody. So yesterday I got to try out the Lynx. That is the Lynx that Marty acquired from Leaperkim directly. Had a good time on it, but the way it kind of unfolded was a little funny. So Marty pulls it out of his truck. We hop on it right around the parking lot. I went kind of up to the start of the spot and back, and I did I'll call it a high-speed pass at 50 something miles an hour. I could look down and see it on the display. And then Melody came over and said, "This wheel has been tested and it has been shown to top out at 48 miles per hour at whatever PWM and da-da-da-da." And I'm like, well, that's clearly not true. Like, I didn't even hit the beeps going 50, so, and I wouldn't have expected to hit the beeps. It was fully charged. So, anyway, we did our run up to the Mount Baldy Lodge, where I thought, maybe I should check PWMs on it. Don wrote it up, and I was going to write it down. So I opened up Test Flight, installed the latest darkness bot, and it connected to the wheel. It recognized the model and everything. I did a lift test, and it spun up to exactly 100% PWM, and I thought, wow, that's great. Hopped on the wheel, the group leaves, and we're riding there, and I have the PWM showing on my watch. So I look at my watch, and I'm up to like 60% PWM, going at like 30 miles an hour. And on my EX30 at 60% PWM, I'm going over 50 miles an hour. So definitely something up with that. So I figured out, okay, I need to, well, I would test it. So I think I rode out to like 85, 90% PWM, and didn't get going not even to 50. So I figured out real quick what was going on with the other data that was reported. He was using the PWM reporting, which is clearly false. So I decided to turn that off and give it a go on the wheel on my own, which the battery was a little bit depleted at that time. It didn't fully charge at the lodge, and I was playing with the whole PWM thing for a while, and anyway, it was, let's see, I've got it up to, because it's a twisty road, I've got excuses for why I didn't get going that fast, but I was hitting 55 on it with no beeps. And then when we finally got to a spot with a nice straightaway, I hit 55 again, but by then the battery was at 50%, and yeah, it beeped at me. And it does seem like it has the 3-stage beeps, and now I know that they kick in at 75% PWM. So I'm going to guess that it's 75, 80, and 85 for the last stage, but it could be spread out different. I don't know, but I did hit the single and double beeps on subsequent speed runs, trying to get into an aero position or whatever. But so what is the point of all this? I just think it's a little bit sad that there's so much negative misinformation about this wheel floating around the internet right now, just because a third-party app that maybe was supported or maybe not was reporting incorrect values, or those values are being interpreted incorrectly. And then it spreads. So now everybody on the internet is talking about how the wheel doesn't even reach 50 miles an hour, and da-da-da. I'm like, yeah, it definitely does, and it's a good wheel. I had a great time on it. By the end of that ride, I was kind of sad to roll it back to Marty's truck and say goodbye to it. But anyway, I just think it would be good for people to test things that that are, I don't know, it's weird. So darkness spot I use for every wheel that I'm testing, yes, but this one has things enabled differently. It's got a higher end top speed, and there's a programming that's been done to dumb the wheel down. The way they did it seems to have been running an offset on the PWM numbers, so it's artificially reaching 100% PWM when it's really only at, I don't know, 75% PWM or something. I don't know. People do know, but they don't share that information, maybe language barriers or whatever, but it would be really good to know these details so that we could test the wheels properly, and at least the people that they sent those wheels to should have gotten that information, and Marty didn't get that information, so there's that. So anyway, I don't know, ask questions or whatever in the comments if you feel like it. I am going to send this to Marty first to make sure he doesn't mind I post it, and have a good time riding. Bye-bye.